Welcome back, everyone, to episode 13 of our Martyred Call Friends campaign for the Empire. We are going to have to fight Vlad. He's attacking us over the intern. He's got 4 armies with him. 2 of them led by Ghoul Kings, 1 by a Master Necromancer. Not too many elite units, mostly just skeletons, but there are some Black Knights, Cryptors, Black Coach, and some Varkheist along with Blood Knights. But big issue is going to be the characters. Vlad is going to be very hard to kill, even with Carl Franz, and then Isabella and this vampire hero are mounted on their Winged Nightmares. And they do have some anti-flying abilities. I'm trying to remember what it's called for the on Carsteins, but it can be pretty nasty. Storm of the Night, that's what it is. So we're going to be very careful. Let's go in. The false emperor, Vlad von Carstein, has arrived with his beloved Isabella, along with another vampire hero. But he's also got 3 armies accompanying him. We've got our little expeditionary force led by Carl Franz. It is pretty strong, but we are heavily outnumbered. Right off the bat, before they actually come attack us while they're waiting for the reinforcements, we're going to use this time to heal up some of our characters to the best we can, so they are topped off for once the onslaught arrives. Jabal Falk is on his balloon, which is probably not a great choice against the vampires, since they do have Storm of the Night, which does a lot of damage to a flying unit, plus it locks them in place. And they've got heroes to try and kill him too, so he's going to be probably in a poor spot. But we've got 2 things of handgunners, crossbows, along with 2 things of halberds, Eldred's Guard, and our Imperial Foot. We have 3 units of them. These guys just sword and shield. We have a greatsword variant and a halberd variant. Our steam tank has been pretty awesome this campaign. I've been very impressed with it. So it is going to be doing tons of work against the masses of undead. But this flank is led by our Witch Hunter, who's going to help hold back the enemy line of advancing cavalry and direwolves, hopefully. We have our Reichsguard in the back, ready to just kind of fill the gaps wherever the vampires try to push through with. But for the vampires, Master Necromancer leading 1 smaller army, but the other 2 are led by Ghoul Kings, who are actually more of a threat. They don't have a lot of armor, but they have regen, and they can do a lot of damage, along with poison, so very, very tough. Luckily for us, the undead armies aren't too high tier. Mostly skeletons, along with some zombies and some cavalry. There is a thing of Blood Knights, though, although these guys are awesome. They're one of the coolest units in the lore. Many of them have been former Knights of Bretonnia, who have been given the Blood Kiss. But Vlad kind of waiting it out, letting his minions go forward, which they're trying to use the Trickster Shred right now to cause any miscast, which is why we threw down our magic at the start before they got close. Our Suit Sun's guns, our mortars actually don't do friendly fire, but we're going to have them start targeting some skeleton spearmen in the back. But we are going to put Carl Franz up front to try to absorb the charges from the vampire flying units, because we want them to use their abilities on him rather than our balloon or our Jade Wizard. Ouch. Big pendulum coming down, though. But we're going to try to target down this vampire hero very, very quickly. She loses about 3/4 of her health, but we have Black Knights coming in. Luckily, I did stick our halberds over here with the Imperial Foot. These guys will wreck those guys. Yeah, Carl Franz getting pinned down with the Storm of the Night. The first hero was down, but Isabella's going to go after our Jade Wizard, who's mounted on Pegasus. The Fellbats tried to get on top of my handgunners, which is why I kept the steam tank right next to them, but we're also going to pull in those Imperial Foot with greatswords to try to help out. Varkheist also coming right on top of them. Fellbat's going to go after my mortars, but we did bring the Reichsguard in to help out, but it's going to be... Ooh, these guys are getting taken down very, very quickly, though. That is not great. But over here, Jade Wizard comes down into melee just to try to get out of the way of Isabella. But yeah, our mortars get chased off very, very quickly, but the Reichsguard are doing their job, protecting our backline for the most part. Warrior Priest doing lots of buffs for the front line held by our Halberdiers and Eldred's Guard. Theodore Bruckner going after the Sergai Ghoul King. Karl Franz is trying to kill Isabella as she goes after Jubal Falk. Over here, it's kind of a mosh pit. Black Knights, Steam Tank, Reichsguard, and our Imperial Foot with halberds. Black Coach is also snuck in there as well. That's not great, because it gets buffs as kills happen around it. So we got to kill that thing sooner rather than later. But our mortars still alive, but they're running off. Reichsguard doing their job. Isabella's still managing to hold out, though. She's taking about half health, but she's regenerating some of that through the hunger and some healing. But over here, our skeleton warriors are doing nothing toward our halberds. Warrior priests proven to be very, very useful. Although there comes a big storm of the night on our legendary hero on the balloon, which is not great. That does do a fair amount of damage along with locking him in place. But Isabella is about to go down. Combination of Jade Wizard and Karl Franz gonna wipe her out. Our handgunners got pretty wrecked by those Vargheists who came down, but luckily we've been able to deal with them. They're just about crushed. Same with the Black Knights. Blood Knights coming in though now. Gonna try to get through the little gap, but looks like our Reichsguard hold them in place for the most part. But Karl Franz gonna come in, provide some buffs, try to kill this Black Coach if we can. Jubal Falk trying to get some nice sniper shots on Vlad. He's gonna be a nightmare to kill. So we're gonna try to weaken him the best we can. Handgunners getting a few shots off. Trying to shoot these Blood Knights, crossbows. Getting a few kills, not doing too bad. But yeah, that Storm of the Night. Because those are bound abilities, I believe, for Vlad once they level up. So that's free money right there. Free damage on our hero. Jade Wizard trying to tie down these Blood Knights so they can't come on our back, because Skeleton Warriors are trying to do the same thing as well. Karl Franz, though, only 4 kills, but lots of value. Oh, wrong guy. Almost 3,000 value over here. Our front line is holding very, very well, despite facing lots of enemy undead. We haven't used any offensive magic yet, but that's going to change pretty soon. Steam Tank, getting a fair amount of kills, but it is facing some tougher units. Karl Franz does pretty much finish off the Blood Knights to try to free up our Jade Wizard a little bit, but Vlad is leading the undead over on this side now, and we have a Corpse Cart Velfare coming in. Sergai Ghoul King did manage to push through our front line of halberds, which are getting weakened a little bit. Getting on our handgunners, so we send in the Jade Wizard, while our Emperor tries to finish off this Black Coach. But these Imperial Foot doing awesome. 57 kills, Steam Tank, 100. Where are our Great Swords? They've got 90 kills. They've probably got lots of value too. Yeah, 1,500. But Black Coach is managing to be very, very elusive. Getting on our handgunners. Managed to evade Karl Franz for a little bit because those Blood Knights just do not want to die. 1 model left. But Jubal Falk is getting some shots off. Got okay value. But our Jade Wizard did kind of get wrecked there trying to fight that Sergai Ghoul King, but we got to keep him around, do as much damage as we can. But Jade Wizard's been awesome though. Lots of value. That's just damage value. He's got tons of value from healing too, but yep, there's another Storm of the Night. Black Coach, man, this thing has just been super resilient. Just does not want to go down. This Blood Knight too. Regen, actually, one of their units came back. Witch Hunter providing some good buffs over here. Reichsguard are starting to lose some models to Vlad von Carstein though, which is not ideal. But our Steam Tank has proven to be very useful. Ooh, there we go. Dwellers below right there are going to wreck all of that Vampire Infantry. These Black Knights have been around forever. They're just getting the constant heal though. Great Swords doing great. They do have fire attacks, so they're going to get through anything that has regen. Our Warrior Priest, 1,000 value, 1,100 value, almost 250 kills, most of that from Soulfire, but Yeah, that stupid Blood Knight does not want to die. There goes down one model. We just have to kill the last one. Over here, Vlad has kind of met units that he can actually get lots of value from, though. He's killing some of our great swords, our Imperial Foot, and our Reichsguard. But luckily for us, our front line has still been holding due to our leadership buffs from the Warrior Priest and Theodore Bruckner holding out. But our Jade Wizard is super low. Crypt Cores managed to sneak through and get on top of my crossbows. So we pull back the last remaining unit of handgunners we have, try to shoot them, get their leadership to break. Our game plan for this battle is basically just kill everything else and then hope Vlad goes with it. Because once he gets into melee, it's pretty much impossible to kill him. You have to kill him with range before he gets into melee. That's your only hope. But we've dealt with one Troy Ghoul King. We're going after the second. Jabal Fall. Getting very dangerously low, though. I think that's their last unit of the Storm of the Night. Gonna leave him at 92 HP. Yeah, just barely. But the Crypt Horrors going down. Crossbows, one of them did get scared off by the Crypt Horrors. These guys did go down, but direwolves came to replace them. So not great, but Warrior Priest doing its job. Steam Tank, almost 300 kills. Vlad actually has started to take some damage, despite not being able to just healing cap. He's fighting dangerous units, though. These great swords being able to wreck them with their bonus infantry. But Shogoi Ghoul King just about to go down. But they still have Master Necromancer along with Vlad. And this guy is on a corpse cart, which will provide some healing and leadership to nearby units, along with Vigor Mortis, so we gotta take that thing out. But our Witch Hunter was not doing very well fighting Vlad, so we decided to pull him out. Jade Wizard unfortunately got scared off the map, barely survived. There are still a fair amount of vampire units coming in, almost a full army, but they're getting pretty low. You can already see their leadership is dropping just because we killed the Lord recently, but over here, most of these vampires have just kind of had it. Vlad almost back up to full health, though, through the hunger and the von Carstein ring, so being very pesky. Racking up kills on our Warrior Priest. The Master Necromancer getting targeted down by our crossbows now. And Call for Head's going to come in for a rear charge with Gall Miraz, and that just drops his health super quick. Pretty much whatever the undead have over here is almost gone. They're just barely being held alive by Vlad's leadership, although these Graveguard are still pretty healthy. 90 models left. But some Fellbats are going to try to get on my crossbows, so Carl Francis is going to go to the rescue. Reichsguard. Pull back and go in for a charge. Have lost more than half the models, but they've gotten lots of value. Almost 400 kills, almost 3,000 value. Most of the stuff coming in from the undead is just skeletons. But a lot of the undead is crumbling. Call France finished off Fellbats. And Steam Tank just rocking it. 500 kills. Man, Steam Tanks are great. They're actually very good at melee. I'm very impressed with them. But handgunners trying to get some few shots off on Vlad because he did go out in the open, so we're going to try to target him down best we can while Vlad hits him. Also pushing him out of support range. Steam Tank trying to come in for some melee. But Halberdiers with our Imperial Foot, 350 kills almost. Vlad just takes just barely enough damage to break his leadership. The undead forces are going to crumble into nothing once Vlad dies very quickly. Ha! That was quite a battle. Luckily, our heroes survived by the skin of their teeth. Like, literally. But we actually didn't lose a single unit, although we got pretty close. Unfortunately, Carl, Franz, and Isabel are going to come back. Every single lord is going to come back, along with some other units, so they might attack again over the end turn. We're going to need the heal. That goes without saying. Okay, he doesn't attack us a second time. Interesting. Must have put quite a hurt on him. Okay, that's the settlement in Norska that we took, so we're fine losing that. And we got the defeat trait for Call France, which would be really nice. And we're in Reaper now for Theodore Bruckner. I'm going to take a look down here, though, at the south, not the south end, sorry, Lustria.
Yes, my lord.
When do we get Marcus back? Oh, we can get him back right now. Sweet. Because we respect him. Let's get hold the line. We definitely want these missile damage upgrades. And you get your unique line at rank 10, so we should save our other points for that. Because you are going to be fighting Khorne. He can't make it to Tluxon this turn, so we're going to go into an encampment stance.
Your orders?
You're just going to keep watch over here and scout for us. We get Grim... What's his name? The Master Engineer, Jork Grimm. We get him back next turn, hopefully in time to join Marcus. I should have looked at the heroes too. Okay, you're not bad, skill-wise. Not terrible, but you're not high level. Okay, that's fine.
Marcus,
But let's take a look at Carl Franz. Yeah, lived with 92 HP and 30 HP. So, what do we do with it then? I think we definitely have to fight. If we fight these battles, we'll kill them off.
by the comet.
And we can use... And we'll see about these guys first. These guys are going to move first, so... We'll see how close they can get.
Raise Sigma to strengthen the Empire.
These guys have already retreated once this turn, so they should just get killed off. And if we go and attack with support of them, we should not lose anything in auto-resolve, hopefully. Let's level him up real fast, though. Let's finish off training, and then armor. Jade Wizard, yeah, he almost got killed, and he's not immortal yet, so that's really, really bad. Battle Healing Cat for the army is really, really nice, along with immune to contact effects. This boosts the income a little bit more. Witch Hunter, you're level 30. Awesome. We'll put you on auto assign now. For your priest, you're still on auto assign. Jabal Falk. Ship aura size, I don't think that matters. There's hit points. And Carl Franz. We kind of didn't know what exactly we wanted to do. But I actually might take Mark of Hish for the spell resist, since they like to use a lot of abilities on us. Yeah, we'll do both of these actually, and then we'll figure out what we want to do later with Carl Franz. But let's go attack this. That should let us wipe them out. We don't lose anything in auto-resolve, so that's good. Take another little heal.
Summon the Elector Counts.
We are now in neutral territory, so we will heal. Because it is Empire territory, so... Then we'll worry about the vampires next turn once they've healed up a little bit. Let's get Irrepressible for you. Ooh, you're at level 12 now. Savage Soldier. Sweet. Frenzy and Sending attacks. Our Jade Wizard is also immortal now. Let's do scouting. Finish off HP, and then worry about Call of Friends after that. Okay, for Elspeth, we were going to do her quest battle, but they're actually coming with a lot of stuff and lots of Marauder champions. That's bad. So that's a lot of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 armies. Let's level them up before we make this attack, though. You were waiting on, and you were waiting on as well. Okay, they have champions. We should be okay. We do need to get some better. Ooh, that's a really, really good item. And before I forget, I also need to rename one of our lords or one of our heroes for our member, Twisted Fate, who is a proud supporter of the channel. Thank you very much, Twisted Fate. Find a good person to rename you. Can we rename these guys? Oh, we can. Okay, let's do
Is it time?
Siegfried. Where's you're gonna get renamed? Siegfried, Twister of Fate. Thank you very much, Twisted Fate.
Bring me to my men.
Okay. You guys are going to come join down here, but the Skaven Rebellion looks like it got dealt with by itself. Not sure exactly how that happened. And our Grandmaster of the Knights of the White Wolf, he's going to come attack these settlements. Actually, what are his bonuses at rank 12? Does he get bonuses versus Norska? When attacking, damage and physical resist, frenzy.
Who called?
No, yeah, we'll send him to go help against Norska, and this guy will start to lead a little bit of an attack on the vampires. We just need to give him an army. So we have the Reiksguard Inner Circle. Didn't really get anything. Oh, I guess if we go to Wissenberg, we should be able to get a little bit better recruitment because this actually does have some stuff. So we can get Blackguard or Anti-Lards. That's probably going to be pretty good at fighting the undead. Ooh, Knights Griffin. Yeah, we'll get a bunch of these guys that we haven't used before. So Knights of the Black Rose. These are the Shock Cavalry version. Knights of the Fiery Heart. Try to get a little mix of everything so we can actually see them. We've already seen these guys in melee, but we haven't seen these two. Oh no, Knights Griffin we have. We haven't seen the Blackguard though. And globally we could get the Reiksguard Inner Circle, which are cool. These are Reiksguard and Demigryphs, but they are very expensive. So in the meantime, let's get some. We got a little bit of infantry. We need some ranged firepower. And we should save a lot of our money to get. Actually, we should use our growth right now in Boelkofen, because then everything will be tier 3. But we should save money to upgrade stuff at Altdorf once it reaches tier 5.
Verena and Nuln.
Leveling up Elspeth. We finish off her magic line. Let's go for red line skills now, because we are going to be fighting tough enemies. Let's do mobility for the engineer, warrior priest, more melee defense. Actually, what is your skill up here? Dragon Slayer? Armor piercing damage and fire resist. That's good. I am going to get training, but then we're going to save the rest of his points. Our army did get a little bit damaged from that battle. But I feel like I want to do her quest battle. Because what is her bonus, set bonus? She gets... Oh, that's actually really good. Pulse battle, yeah, we want to do that. So let's do her quest battle. Oh, I have to be out of the settlement. That's right.
Amethyst mage.
It's been a while since I've done this one, so I don't quite remember it. Yeah, that's a pretty good army. Chosen, Chaos Warriors, 2 Hell Cannons. All right, let's do it. I think the Giants might be a problem. We don't have a lot of anti-large yet, but...
These harbingers of chaos bring nothing but death and destruction to our lands. These souls may be lost, but I shall not cower while the slaughter continues. I know not what demonic horrors await beyond their portals, and I do not plan to find out. Their sacrificial rites must end now. My pale scythe will see to it, one way or other. Either it cleaves their cultist in twain to halt the foul magics of his ritual, or weakens the waiting demons by ending his victim's misery. Whatever the outcome, we will soak this battlefield in blood, and the winds of Shaiish shall blow a gale. Virtue demands we spare them no mercy.
We have Elspeth's quest battle. We gotta kill all these cultists and Chaos Lords, prevent them from summoning reinforcements. There are 2 Hell Cannons up and running who are protected by Giants, so Elspeth is gonna go straight for 1, try to do quick work of that, shut down their artillery, hopefully, because they are targeting down our cannons and Hellstorm Rocket Battery. Over here, going towards our first cultist, we have our grenade launchers going in. Ooh, big breath attack right on top of it. Just gonna melt that. Kill that artillery piece very, very quickly. Take it out of commission, but the giant, not waiting around, his protectee has been wiped out, so he's gonna go after our infantry, but our grenade launchers get a pretty good volley onto these Marauders of Khorne. We're going to be sending up a lot of our units to try to help out over here, but they have started to send some Marauders on my range units, so I was sending into support. But we did send Free Company Militia to kind of be a vanguard if we have to. Our other guys, our cannons, unfortunately, have actually wrecked the other enemy Hell Cannon, along with the Hellstorm Rocket Battery, so we shut that down. Yeah, they're trying to chase down my range units, so we get the grenade launchers around, try to get some volleys off of them. Free Company Militia doing some work over here. Go Trek. And Elspeth trying to kill the first cultist, who's just managing to evade some of Gotrek's attacks, but Elspeth spirit leashing him down. But the giant gets on top of my grenade launchers, which is not great, and he's going after our Reich's Guard and Warrior Priest, who is accompanying them. Felix setting it out for a little bit along with their steam tank, but oh, these Marauders managed to push all the way through though and get on my own Ironsides and Handgunners. But we have some support coming in. We have our Swordsmen, Spearmen, and we have our 2 Knightly Orders, Knights of the Fiery Heart. These guys are armor-piercing anti-infantry. And we have the Knights Griffin somewhere, who are anti-large. I guess they're still protecting our other stuff over here. But they're going to be put to good use. After we break those Marauders, all of our gunpowder is going to turn and try to hit these Giants now before they can do too much damage. We have taken out the first cultist, combination of Gotrek and Elspeth using some Spirit Leeches, although these Marauders do come out. Our gunpowder now able to get some good shots off. Steam tank getting into melee. Marauders actually proven to be a little bit more damaging than I thought. Actually doing some damage to our Reich's Guard. I think a fair amount of them actually got hurt by the Chaos Giant first, but there's 2 Giants right there picking on them. So Felix and our Knights of the Fiery Heart are going to try to take them out. Elspeth coming in for a little bit of help. Our Outriders with grenade launchers, though, they are going to start moving in. Since we have taken out the first cultist, we want to get to the next one. These are timed objectives. We have to kill them before they can summon too many reinforcements, which they do have some Chaos Furies coming down right now. Chaos Furies is Zinch, Nurgle, and Slanesh. But we have moved up the rest of our forces on this side, although our artillery is a little bit unprotected right now. I didn't think that they would send Chaos Furies after us, so that may prove to be their undoing. But the first of the giants has gone down. The second one, a little bit below half HP, but some Chaos Furies going after our gunpowder. The Furies of Slush actually decided to go after my engineer. That's great. That's not a good matchup for them, but these guys going after my cannons, though. And they're just going to kill our crew members very, very quickly on those great cannons. But grenade launchers finding some good targets now. Going to blow up those Chaos Furies on our engineer. The other giant is just about dead. Less than 1,000 HP. Gotrek and Felix going to finish it off. The Rex Guard come to the aid of our Lone Ironsides and handgunners. Elspeth just moving on to the second cultist. This time the cultist of Slanesh. Got a good charge. And a first Spirit Leech, but our second Spirit Leech barely misclicked and hit these Marauders instead, so that's not great. But our Witch Hunter proved to be a nice little rat trap for these guys. They're going to bunch up around him so we can just start to shoot them. But yes, they pretty much... They wiped out my cannons, unfortunately. They're just about to try... Yeah, they might wipe out my Hellstorm Rocket Battery as well. We are getting some support there. Steam Tank, and along with their Warrior Priest and Rex Guard. Does manage to survive, although probably won't come back for the battle after losing so much. But with the first cultist down, we are repositioning the rest of our forces. Second one goes down with another Spirit Leech from Elspeth, which spawns a little bit of reinforcement for us. Some swordsman. She's going to go after this Chaos Sorcerer and Zinch up here, that Wizard Lord. But more Marauders coming in. Reichsguard along with our Knights Griffin. Getting a double team on these guys. Marauders going to go down really quickly to the combination of this armor and armor piercing. Witch Hunter actually not doing too bad. Gotrek and Felix getting some work done. Although Gotrek, this is not a great matchup for him. But over here, Outriders getting some awesome bombardments on Chaos Warriors coming in. Our Knights of the Fiery Heart going to go in for a charge. This is a good matchup for them. Armor piercing, anti-infantry. Great against the Chaos Warriors, but these guys did take quite a bit of damage from the Marauders and the Giants earlier, but so their models have been reduced by about half, but they're doing okay. Elspeth goes in for a charge after getting a Spirit Leech off to bring down the barrier. The Chaos Sorcerer Lord of Zinch. More Chaos Furies coming in, along with the Undivided Chaos Lord coming in to reinforce on this side. Chaos Fury is going to try to shut down my gun line once again, but we have the Steam Tank coming in along with Gotrek and Felix. Outriders have got some pretty good value, although they did get caught real fast by some Marauders, so we're going to pull them back. But they've got 116 kills, almost 1,800 value. Elspeth, despite getting surrounded by some halberds, halberdiers, doing alright. Her regen, keeping her alive along with Living Darkness, that big Fizzle Resist buff. Not going to help against the Zinch units, but the other ones it will. But we decided to pull her out so she doesn't get locked in. We're just going to keep Spirit Leeching that guy until he goes down. Our Steam Tank, 128 kills, going in for the charge against these Marauders. Our Outriders have gotten to a good position where they can start to shoot some of these Chaos Warriors, but a unit of Chosen coming in. Lots of Chaos Infantry. Our Warrior Priest doing alright, provides a good buff, so though our Reichs Guard have taken quite a lot of damage, they have barely over the third of their units left, but with the Chaos Sorcerer Lord of Zinch going down, Elspeth is just, she has no mercy. She's just going for it for these characters, because they are timed. You want to kill these guys before they can summon too many reinforcements. Over here, though, lots of gunpowder going down to these guys, breaking most of the Chaos Infantry right there. Outriders came around for another volley in the back. But, yeah, Elspeth, she waits for no man. Yeah, Sorcerer Lord of Nurgle, not going to be able to do very much. He does not have any healing spells. So, he's not going to be able to do much. But our engineer, we sent him to go and try to help out, but he actually got packed down the wrong way. So he's going to walk right into these Chaos Warriors in just a second. But seeing that they were trying to get on top of Elspeth, we decided to drop a Purple Sun right there. Wreck these enthralled great swords. And the Chaos Sorcerer Lord of Nurgle, about to go down through the last Spirit Leech. Maybe he'll survive just barely, but one more melee attack should kill him. Yeah, he just barely lives. 200 HP. But he goes down. We just have to finish the last little bits of the units left. Some Marauders. Outriders did get caught by Marauders of Nurgle once again, but they got some good volleys off into these Nurglings. Over here, a lot of the units just barely staying alive with their leadership, but Purple Sun going to wreck those units. And finish off the quest battle for us. Elspeth rocks. Well, that quest battle was a little bit rough on our artillery. We almost lost our Hellstorm rocket battery. We did lose our cannons, unfortunately, but ooh, got a lot of money from that. Let's take the heal from that, just because there's a lot of armies nearby. So I want to avoid losing too much if possible. We have Death's Timekeeper. Let's just make sure she has both of them equipped, which she does. Right, and that's a great spot to end episode 13, guys. We'll pick it up in episode 14. We'll take the fight to Vlad and defend against Wolfric, who is bringing his armadas towards us. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys then.